Alright guys, thought I would do a unboxing for the group tonight. It's a little late, a little bit cold out here, but I've been kind of excited about getting this. Some of you will remember it once I get it opened up. It was posted on the group last week or the week before, and I just thought it was pretty awesome myself, and started talking to the owner of these parts, and we kind of struck up a deal, and he shipped them out to me. They were due to get in yesterday, but we've had a lot of bad weather here, so they rescheduled it for today, and that's part of the reason that I didn't end up doing a bingo tonight, because my wife was wanting to go to supper, and we were going to go have pizza tonight, and we had it all planned, and then the UPS guy didn't come till almost 6 o'clock. We were planning on going about 5 and eating, getting back here by 6 or so, and then running the bingo, but the guy ended up being so late that by the time we ate and everything else, it was already getting late, and some of the guys on the group go to bed early and things like that. So anyway, this tackle box is the guy's old puller stuff from years ago, back when he used to do stomper pulls and things like that. There's a lot of little odds and end pieces in here and different stuff like that. But there's also some old pullers that he had built years ago, and I thought they were pretty cool. I'll post pictures of them later. Got a couple value line in here which are not really messed with, so those are kind of cool. Got a value line Scotty in there, pretty good wheels, so that's kind of a nice find. A little glue dab on the top, but I think it'll clean up. Try to lay these out here where you can kind of see them as we go. Got a Rough Rider. I don't know if I have that. Yeah, I have that one, I believe, over there on the shelf. But anyway, there's that. We've got a Scottsdale with PTO chassis. Pretty decent condition, really. Got an extra value line body. Got a Rough Rider Ferrari. That over there. Another Rough Rider body. Looks like it used to be a police car. Pretty decent Gen 2 chassis there. It's got some soldering work on it, but other than that, it looks pretty much stock. Then we've got a Ford F100 Water Demon that's been souped up. He's taken the bottom of the chassis off from the Water Demon and added some weights, probably for doing some pulls. He's got a screw in the back here, so kind of unique. And then we've got a semi-puller here that he's made. It's actually got wheels on it that look like they're off of the Stomper model kits. So they say Stomper on them. Right now the body's loose, it just screws on. But he's got a big scoop on the hood, and it's got a spot for a 9-volt battery, and it's got a little toggle switch here on the side that apparently used for pulls. And then the main one out of the group that caught my eye was this Indy hauler. And for those that don't know, the Indy hauler used to have an Indy car that went in the back. There's a toggle switch glued to the side and things like that, but it's still got some of the bed parts there, and it's kind of a cool puller. Probably too messed up to ever be put back to original, so I think that the best thing to do with it would be to keep it as a puller, and kind of like a kid built, as we call them. Kid built doesn't always have to be a kid, but basically back when stompers were a dime a dozen and you could pick them up cheap, people didn't have to worry about if it was worth $2,000 or whatever, so they could modify them and do whatever they wanted to without any kind of rules or without anybody wanting to burn their house down or something. So anyway, just kind of some cool stuff. I can grab my Indy hauler off the shelf. This is what an original Indy hauler looks like. So you can see missing the car, missing the little thing that raises the bed, and it's got a 9-volt battery thing screwed down to it. But anyhow, you can see what it started out to be. And the parts bin is going to be hard to show. I'll try to lift it up the best that I can here. But you can see that this tackle box is just full of old parts. There's some winch pieces, lots of tires, extra grills. I think these are look like Stomper 3-wheeler or 4-wheeler tires that say Stomper on them. Those are kind of cool. Here's another chassis in here too. This one's another Value Line chassis, and they've got Soma tires on it. They still got the original white tires in there, so that's kind of cool. Lots of little pieces and stuff. Trying to find something else here to show. There's a lot of motor, like that's I think that may be a Gen 2 motor cover with the piece broke off the top, but there's lots of that sort of thing in here. There's some Gen 1 covers, motors, tires. Here's a camper shell like I showed earlier. Some semi tires, some Rough Rider tires, some handy dandy 9-volt work, which we all used to do when we were kids. So, original winch hook right there. So lots of cool little stuff. A lot of this I didn't know what was in here. I kind of just bought it, took it on faith in a sense, and I figured if nothing else, these would be great on the shelf. I think that overall I'm pretty happy. I normally do collect original stuff for the most part, but there's just something about the old Stomper pullers and things like that that just bring back a lot of memories too, because I know when I was a kid, even though we didn't have any sanctioned pulls in our area, all the kids put 9-volt batteries with a long wire and ran it down to into our motors and stuff like that to make them go faster and modify them and things like that. So I appreciate that sort of thing because of that, and I've bought a couple other customs that were kid built and things like that, and they're on the shelf. So I think these will be awesome in the collection. And as you can see, even the tackle box is cool. It's got some old school stickers on it, and I don't know, just kind of cool to me. Hey, it says Grizzly on there. We got a Grizzly Graham on the group. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the unboxing. I had a good time opening it up. I'm going to probably play with these parts for the rest of the night and tinker around. But I'm going to probably have a lot of fun with them, and I hope that more of this sort of thing shows up on the groups. We got to get the word out. It seems like Stompers are in a boom right now, and the prices are going up. So sometimes it's cool to just build out of I guess you could call it junker bin, or out of your parts bin, or make some clunkers to customs type things and post them on the group and have a lot of fun with it. So I appreciate everybody for listening, and hopefully you enjoyed the unboxing. Until next time, Stomper on.